is going on, everyone? Thank you all so much for joining me in this next World War II video. I really appreciate your support, guys. Now, if you remember, yesterday we got our very last standard weapon, which was the machine pistol to diamond. And because we've got all World War II standard weapons to diamond now, it meant we unlocked yesterday the chrome camo. Now, it looks totally amazing, guys. And if you have not seen any of my videos, guys, on any weapon, how to get it to gold very easily, I've got a playlist. I will leave a link to that now, and I've got every single World War II standard weapon in how you get it to gold and diamond and then eventually chrome on there, guys. If you can watch that, I would really, really appreciate it. So now that we've got all World War II standard weapons to do gold, diamond and chrome, it now means I'm going to start working the event weapons. Now, these are the Winter Siege event weapons. We're going to start off with the Gpmg, which is a light machine gun. Now, it's a rare weapon and it's still going to give me 10% soldier XP, which is amazing. Now, you can get these through, or you could have got these through supply drops. I'm not sure if you can still get them or not, but if you can't, there's a different way of doing it how I got it, guys. You can come up to Major Howard in the pre-lobby screen here where everybody hangs out, and there you can go down to the bottom and they will rotate every week, guys, so you can't miss them, so you can catch them at any time, but they will rotate every day. And today was the Gpmg. And what you need to do is complete 50 multiplayer matches. Now, how I done this to get this out of the way quick, because it will be very time consuming if you let it. But what you want to do is go into Kill Confirm, where it's only about 3 or 4 minutes gameplay every single game. Just as soon as your game finished, come out, go into another one. Sometimes you can even get halfway through a game and it makes the challenge even easier. But all you got to do is complete the game, guys, whether it's 2 minutes, 1 minute. And that way then you'll get those 50 multiplayer matches out the way you need. And then you can have access to the Gpmg. So the actual challenges, guys, we'll need to get 100 headshots on our journey to getting this to gold. But also as well, because we've got all World War II standard weapons, as I said, to diamond and chrome, it means we're going to get the diamond and chrome camo for the Gpmg as well, which is amazing. So headshots. Let's try and make this as easy as we can for you guys. Now, you've got the LMG division there, which is set for LMG gameplay. But to be honest, I wouldn't recommend it because it really doesn't help with headshots. So what I would do is recommend to you to go with my favorite division, which I always use, guys, which is the Mountain Division. Now, this is going to help you at level 2 with being always invisible on the enemy recon aircraft. And also at level 4, we're going to be moving silently. Both those two things alone, as you know, if you've seen my previous video, guys, are really going to help you with headshots because you can creep up behind the enemy. You can have that stealthy, sneaky approach, and it really does help with headshots. Now, if you haven't seen my videos where I've shown you this before, guys, but I'm just going to show you what Mountain Division is all about. But if you look in the top left screen there, guys, at the map, you can see that the cursor there is very dim. That means that the Mountain Division that we have selected is going to make us invisible. So when it goes bright white is when obviously we're being seen on the map if an enemy did have a UAV in the sky. But because it's dim, guys, look at that. You can walk, you can crouch, you can go prone, you can jump. It's not going to go bright. It stays invisible. So that's amazing. Listen as well, guys. We've got no high heels stomping around the map, okay, alerting enemies to our presence. But the only way you're going to be seen on the map is when you fire. It goes bright white, as you can see there, guys, but it will go dim again after a very short while. Now, the basic training perk that I selected was the Scoped. Now, this is going to help me. There's a couple of things on here which do help more with sniper rifle fire, like the idle sway, that kind of thing. But I used it more for being able to aim down the sights, but being able to move a little bit faster while aiming. That's the one that I selected, guys, and it really did help me. Now, I would recommend when you first start to use this weapon to get used to it. Obviously, just play any map there is. You can play the Kill Confirmed, you can play Domination. Obviously, later on, I'm going to recommend to you when you do start coming on to headshots to use Domination because it is perfect, but definitely go into Hardcore, guys. Standard core mode, I can't get on with. It takes a little bit more longer to kill the enemy, but if you do prefer that, you can. But get up for your weapon prestige and get those attachments unlocked, guys. Then you can choose whichever one you want. So I'm now going to go through the two that I chose because you only get 2 attachments with obviously the Mountain Division that we've selected. Quick draw is normally pretty good for getting your sights up quick, but to be honest, SMGs, pistols that the enemy are using, we're always going to come second best whether we have quick draw or not, so I didn't really select it. The grip, the actual recoil on this LMG, the Gpmg, is not that great. It isn't very jumpy, so you can get away without using the grip, but it's there if you want to use it as an option, guys. Now for headshots, I did select the reflex sight. I love the reflex sight. You've got a little bit more vision down that lens, and you can actually aim in at the head a little bit more easy than I could possibly do with this standard sight. But if you're used to standard sights and you like using it, obviously use that, then you can use another attachment other than actually having the reflex sight on. But I love the reflex sight, and it helped me with headshots. Steady aim, it'll give you better accuracy at hip firing, but again, you don't want it on because this is not going to help you with headshots. The full metal jacket will help with being able to pierce your bullets through the walls, through surfaces, that kind of thing. So it is a good attachment to use, and you can use it if you want, guys, but I didn't actually select that one. The 4x optic, again, this is your preference if you do prefer this other than the reflex sight or the standard sight. I can't personally get on with it myself. I like the reflex sight over both those two. If I was to have to choose one, I would have the reflex sight every day of the week. But I did select and equip the extended mag. The last thing you want to be doing when you're doing any challenges with LMGs, guys, is reloading, because they are the longest to reload. So extended mags will put your bullets in your clip to 45 from 30, and it will save you from reloading, hopefully. The rapid fire, you don't really need it. The LMG, the Gpmg is very fast fire rate weapon anyway, so you don't really need to use that rapid fire. Now, we're coming into the arching map. This is now going to start showing you how we can get easy headshots. So this is a great map to get headshots on. As I've already said, I would recommend that you play hardcore and definitely domination for any challenges, not just the headshots. Now, what you want to try and do, guys, when you're going for headshots is obviously try and keep your sights up as much as you possibly can. Remember, make the most out of that scope basic training perk that we've got. You will find it will help. But if you've watched my previous video, guys, on the arching map where I get lovely headshots from and easy headshots, it's this location here at point B. I will sit on either one of these sides and you'll be amazed at what the enemy do in front of you. They won't even see that you're there. Remember, even if they do have a UAV in the sky, they won't see you because you're always invisible to enemy recon aircraft. Okay, so that's a great location. This one as well, don't be frightened to move around. You know, don't just sit on one location all the time. Actually move around the map. There are some other great locations where you can get headshots from because enemy will camp around. Always look for campers, guys. They are everywhere. There's one in the tram there, as you can see on our map there. He's flickering away that red dot, so I'm now going to just take that easy headshot because I know that's a location where they camp, which is why I worked myself to there. So again, if you use your tactics, you can make headshots very, very easy. Another great map to use is the Gibraltar map. There are numerous camping positions around on this map that enemy like to camp in, and it makes it easy for us when going for headshots. But again, you know, even though I'm going to show you some of the camping points at the moment where enemy do like to take up in their position to get easy headshots, you can actually get headshots, as I said, on the move. And you can set up in this little room up here, guys, looking over. You've got a great vantage point there. You can actually pick off headshots, as I showed you there, without any real tactical work being done. But if you do find headshots very hard to get while you're on the move or just through normal gameplay, this is another great tip I'm going to give you here, guys. Work your way around the flanks into the enemy spawning area. Now, we know we've got the enemy spawning area here because the enemy have taken point A and point B. Okay, so we know roughly where the enemy are coming from. All we need to do now is come up behind them. They'll keep in their little camping positions. That's a good one there. They normally stand behind that little brick wall there. And there's another one I'm going to show you here, guys. And again, this is just a few of some of the camping positions, guys. I can't show you them all because the video would be way, way too long. I would love to do that, though, guys, because there are so many of these camping positions around where you can get easy headshots from. But this is another one. Come into this little building here. They'll normally sit on that little balcony up the top there, just aiming down that road to try and kill your teammates. He's actually got his LMG biopod out there. Did you see that little stand he had out there? That's what we can actually do with this weapon if you did have the armoured division on, but it really doesn't help in the slightest. I really didn't find it beneficial at all. But yeah, on the Gibraltar map, it is very, very easy to get headshots because of all the lovely locations of the camping positions that enemy can take up. So this is what you do. When you've got rid of your 45 bullets from that extended mag, it will reload, but you can see it does take a while. But don't worry about that, guys. If you do find yourself having to reload with the Gpmg, just camp somewhere, hide up, and have that reload. And then you can go and catch them out on the balconies, because I see the enemy going up there. I just wanted to reload quick, and then I got that easy headshot. But the balconies are good for headshots, as I showed you there. Another great map for getting easy headshots. Saint-Marie-du-Mont. Now, the buildings in this map, again, are great locations for enemy, and not only enemy, but teammates, as you know, will camp up in these little rooms as well. But again, work your way through the building. Do it very sneakily, very stealthy if you want to, but the enemy will be looking out those windows, and it's an easy chance again to get that headshot that you need. You've even got time to aim in as well. But they will near enough be there in every single game that you play on the Saint Marie du Mont map. So take those opportunities, guys. Take the advantage of getting the headshots out of the way quick. What you should be aiming for as well is anywhere between 10 to 12 headshots a game, if not more. Sometimes if you're up against good players, it's very difficult to achieve that. Sometimes you can come away, you know, with even 4, maybe 5 headshots. But always play the game as well. Play domination, capture your points. The more you capture, the more points you're going to get, but also the enemy are going to try and come in to capture it. That's when you can hide behind the walls. This is a great location to do this, guys, and pick off the enemies that come through. Unfortunately, I should have got another 2 more extra headshots there, so I should have had 3 in total, but my aim was just a little bit off there. But, you know, that's the thing about connection and that kind of thing. I don't want to go into that too much because it's not always in every game, but sometimes when you know you should have got a headshot and it gives you a body shot, it's very frustrating, but that happens, you know. You just got to keep working for your headshots, but again, keep working up behind the enemy spawn. They will come out in front of you, and again, you can just pick off the headshots very easily. Remember, they're not going to have a real good idea of where you are because of our always invisible to enemy recon aircraft if they ever did have a UAV in the sky anyway. Again, I'm just going to show you another one here where I'm just going to hide behind this lovely location behind the wall at point B, waiting for the enemy to try and take that point, and then I'll get that easy headshot. It happens nearly every single game, guys. After a while, obviously in the same game, they will get used to you being behind that wall, so then you've got to try and change the location. But there's several locations around here, guys. Even on the left there, where that sandbag wall is there, you can even camp behind there, wait for them to run out in front. They won't know you're there, and that's another one. And here's another one here. Again, you know, I've shown you the previous video before. I've done exactly the same thing, and it works, guys. It really does. Now, the flak tower sometimes can be a very frustrating map. I have to agree on this one because it is a very small, very congested kind of map. But there are, again, walls and places you can hide and camp out behind to wait for the enemy to just walk out in front of you. And again, you can just have the time to aim in and get the easy headshot. But this is a lovely location on the flak tower map. Please don't forget this one, guys. If you're playing domination like I recommend, at point B here, we can sit in any one of these 4 corners on the middle of the map here, and the enemy will run out. They'll try and take that point B, and again, it's an easy chance to get a headshot. I've shown you so many videos on that before, guys, with other weapons. So hopefully that will help you with a few headshots there and getting them out of the way easy. The M1916 is getting 10 payback medals. I actually like that camo, the M1916. Really nice camo, that one. But getting the payback medals, all you need to do is get shot and killed from the enemy. You don't have to do it on purpose. You can do it for normal gameplay. And then you just need to get revenge on him by getting that payback medal as you shoot him. And there's no time limit on it, as I know, guys. But, I mean, I've been killed 2 or 3 times and then actually got the next kill after that. And I've actually still got the payback medal. So, but I would always recommend to head back to the same location or just to camp down if you know the enemy is heading towards you and just get those 10 payback medals. A lot of them will be achieved without even knowing you're getting them, guys. It is that easy. The snow camo is going to now need to be required to get 50 kills with the armoured division. Now, you're going to have to set it up, guys, to get these 50 kills. It will be a little bit time consuming to get the 50 kills with this, and you'll find because you're now coming away from the mountain division, you will be seen on the map a little bit more. So be cautious, have a little bit more standoffish play, and make the armoured division work for you. But get the 50 kills as soon as you can. Then, if you want, you can go back to the mountain division, and then for the leopard camo, you need to get 50 kills with the mountain division or any other division. It doesn't matter, as long as it's another division other than the armoured division, it doesn't matter. But I'd recommend you stick to the mountain division for that one, and then just get the 50 kills. The bronze camo, 2 rapid kills 5 times. Now, this is a very easy challenge. The Gpmg is very good, obviously with the extended mag on as well, is very good at getting into situations like this where when you do get a bulk of enemy in front of you, you can just smash them down, guys. You can whack them out with all your lovely bullets and that lovely fire rate come out. You can actually get the rapid kills very easily. Again, don't be frightened to play domination. Take the enemy points, capture them. This is a great one here on the Saint Marie du Mont map. I love doing this every single weapon that I get when I come to rapid fire. I take point C. This is the only map I can do this on. Now I'm going to hide around this little area, wait for the enemy to try and take it. Then I'm going to get my rapid kills. There's always more than not often, you know, 1 or more enemy trying to come and take that point once you've taken it. So that's a great location to get easy rapid fire kills. And also on the move as well, just normal gameplay without nothing doing anything special, guys. You can normally just head around the map, enemy will just be in front of you. All you got to get is 2 kills in a very short succession in time of each other, and then that's the 2 rapid kills. You should do that in 1 or 2 games. The copper camo, As you know by now, guys, this is my favourite challenge. I love getting bloodthirsties. Now, just to prove how easy this is and how easy you can actually get bloodthirsties, I'm going to show you on the Archer map. Now, this is one of my best favoured maps for all challenges. I do love this actual map. Now, right from the start of this game, we're going to come into it. We're actually going to come halfway into it, okay? So the game has already started. You can see my setup, my class there that I've already recommended to you, other than obviously the pistol, but that's just there because I can't take it out. We don't use it though. But we've got the right setup that I obviously recommended to you. Now, this is how easy you can get headshots. So if we're just come into the game, guys, we're kind of nearly halfway up to the first round. We've got to make sure now that we get the 5 kills before the round ends because we're playing domination. Now, this is how easy it can be, guys. When you come into a game, obviously work out first of all, so be a little bit standoffish of where the enemy are. Take them off, pick them off one by one if you want to, but keep slowly working your way up. Keep looking out for enemy in front of you at these locations here and look for the enemy spawn. They've obviously taken that point C and point B, so I know the enemy is spawning from this location in front of me. Now I'm going to work my way into the middle. I'm going to try and hang around point B, but I don't want to take it just yet. Remember, I've got to get these bloodthirsties out of the way quick, because if the round ends, they won't count if I take them into the next round, the kills I've already got. So I want to be a little bit more standoffish here. I think there's only about another maybe 5 or 6 points the enemy have to earn before the end of the round, and they've already taken point B, point C, as I said, so they're going to get points quick. But this is how we're doing it, guys. We're coming to the little location where I recommend to you to get lovely headshots from, and easy headshots. But now we're just hanging around this spawning area. The enemy are going to keep coming. There's the bloodthirsty, guys. That's how easy you can make it. But please don't forget that if you do play domination, you have to get it all those 5 kills with the Gpmg in that first round. And I showed you there that you can do it even when you're coming to the end of a round, okay? When you're halfway into a game, you can still have the time to do it. The Gibraltar map is, again, probably another one of my favourites for getting bloodthirsties on. I will always work my way into the spawning area and think of those lovely advantages we've got with the always invisible on enemy recon aircraft if they had one, and also your silent movement. You can sneak around, you can be stealthy, you can get into the spawn, wait for the enemies to come out, and you can just pop them off one by one. There's your bloodthirst there, guys. I'm not going to show you any more because it is very, very easy, guys. Hopefully those tips of mine have helped you there into getting the Gpmg up to gold camo, but remember, we're also going to show you the diamond and also the chrome, because we've got all World War II standard weapons, as you know, to diamond and chrome as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm now going to work the next Winter Siege weapon, which is the ice pick, and then I'll make that video and I'll share it with you when I get it. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate all your support.